I hate people. I do not like spending my time with people. I don't like going out too much. In fact, the times I do go out, the times I am spending time with people, talking to them, I kind of feel like I am wasting my time. I am not being productive. I am skipping on the time that I would spend in my room. That is the essence of how I feel. I feel like if I were to be enclosed between four walls at all times, given that I have enough food, I can sustain myself. If I were to be given no human connection, I feel like I would still thrive in it. For the longest time, I have been avoiding eye contact also. Whenever I go somewhere, usually I just look down. Even when I would take a bus or go somewhere, I would just do my own thing. Look, oh, my t-shirt looks good. The bus's floor is so unclean. Wow. When you're going to university and coming back, sometimes you take the same bus. I make no eye contact with anyone. I don't know who's there, who's not there, till they reach out to me. They say, oh, Spidey, and then I realize, oh shit, they're here, and it does feel a little awkward. Ordering food, going to the mall, going to shopping, any form of contact, talking has been awkward to me all this time. But that is not the worst part. The worst part is that I have been happy. I have been content. I did not feel like I had to talk to anyone. I did not feel like I had to leave my room, go anywhere, go outside, do anything. Which is worse because when you are happy, when you are content, you do not even want to try other things. I do not want to leave my cage and try something else. I am set. I am fulfilled. Why would I even try to do something new? Concepts of being an introvert or being an extrovert is, in my opinion, a little fucked. You are putting yourself in a certain frame. If I call myself an introvert, kind of subconsciously, even on the days where I would start talking to people, I wouldn't, because I would think, oh no, nah, I'm an introvert. I'm gonna do my own thing. I'm gonna stay away. I'm gonna sit in a corner, nah, we're not talking. I'm gonna just leave the room. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna leave. Do something else. Bye bye. It is like you are convincing yourself that you are an introvert. You can argue that it is about what gives you energy. Is it staying away from people or talking to people? But even then, the use of the words introvert or extrovert, it feels wrong. If you feel like staying at home is giving you more energy, I don't think you have tried enough things when you go outside. Maybe you don't like to go outside with your friends, current friends. Maybe you would like it more with a family. Maybe you would like it when you go on a drive. Maybe you're going to the wrong places. Maybe you do not like going to a mall. Maybe you need to go to a fucking hike. So that is the one thing I would say. Don't tell yourself that you're an introvert or an extrovert. No one is fully that. Don't be set in stone. It always keeps changing depending on the day, the mood, the time, your circumstances. I am in a sociology lecture where the professor is talking about how important it is to have your human connection, to have your relationships with whatever, your girlfriend, your friends, your family, to talk to someone, to talk to people, how it changes your life, how it changes your mind. And that is the moment for me where it changed. That is the moment where I finally stopped listening to the professor. I stayed as I was. But the one thing that changed was I wouldn't call my habits something that introverts or extroverts would do. I would just be balling, bro. Whatever I want, if I want to go out, if I want to talk to people, I would. If I don't, it's fine. I'm gonna stay in my room, I play Elden Ring. But with that, something clicked in my mind. I started asking myself questions. Why do I feel awkward doing this? Why do I feel awkward while talking in such places or in such environments? Why is it that when I'm going to shopping, when I'm asking something, why why do I feel weird? It shouldn't be that way. I'm just doing something for myself. What is wrong about that? What is the problem? There's nothing wrong with this. When you go out, you have to talk to people. You cannot feel awkward about ordering food. You cannot feel awkward when you go to a store. See, I started realizing that it might be me. This is clearly something that I could work on. So I started small, pushing myself to go out and to talk. You should go out alone. I don't do it enough because I think my communication is decent now. If you are someone who is in such a stage where you do feel awkward doing these things, then you should do them more. Once you get better at talking to people, it's absolutely insane. You feel like you have reached a new level. I started to crave it. I feel like I became so good at talking that now I want to talk to people. This is where it began. Fuck. I have been missing out on this shit. It really feels good, even if you don't know them, even if it's not on a deeper level, even if you don't see them every day. It is a fucking skill to go to a store and talking to someone like they are your friend, like you have known them your whole life. Some people are just magnetic like that. Most of my days, I make sure that I do talk to people. Even if I don't, I make sure that I acknowledge them. I make sure to say hi. Oh, I make sure to wave because that is the easiest thing you can do. You don't have to talk, you don't have to say hi, just wave. Means that you saw them. Makes sure other person realizes that, oh, okay, yeah, this guy has seen me. Otherwise, you're just both existing beside each other and avoiding each other's existence, like pretending there's no one else. You're just minding your own business. My coffee, yeah. Clearly, there's no one beside me. If I have to go out, if we have to make plans, bro, I will do it. I will do it right away. It can be the fucking in the moment and I will say yes. Earlier me needed a 3-4 days notice to go out. With this, I also feel like I've become a nicer person. Nothing in me has changed, but just seeing them open up to you, how their day was, maintaining the contact, the bickering, chatting. You never know. People might not get enough contact these days. So when I notice people are opening up to me, a random, a stranger, it feels nice. It feels like it was something that they needed to do. It was something that they had to let out. I am glad that it was me that could hear about these experiences and be there for you. Even if the next moment I am gone, at least you will remember me by that, oh, there was this one guy. You can be that guy or girl. I'm doing this too now. I'm talking to you. This is no different. I am letting you know about my experience. How is this any different? And if you're hearing it, feel free to write down something in your comments. Maybe you like to be more outgoing. Maybe you like to stay in at home. Maybe what do you think? And it doesn't mean that you have to tell people about your life. It doesn't mean that you have to be vulnerable. It doesn't mean that you have to share your secrets. Nah, it can be anything. As long as you are keeping it going, as long as you're asking questions, as long as you're being a good listener, as long as you are invested in their story and you have some stories to share for yourself without sharing too much information about yourself. I went to my barber. This guy told me he watches anime and oh my god, through the whole haircut we were just talking about anime. If this was the earlier me, I would just say closed end answers like yeah, no, and that would be it. We would just be going through the haircut like that. It is just as important as gym, fitness, your body, or your grades. In fact, this would help you everywhere. In your personal journey, professional journey, academic journey, any fucking journey, at your home. It will help you with your wife, with your girlfriend. If you can talk better, you will be happy yourself, you will make them happy. Every day I go to work, the cleaner is so happy to see me. I make sure that I say hello, I make sure that I say hi or wave. That is it. For work, I don't even have like that capacity. Sometimes we do talk, not every day. Other people are just passing by. They are the fucking NPC. Every time I'm there, I know he would be smiling or saying hi to me. That is the fucking charm that I am bringing now, and it's not something too difficult. Even with practice, I won't say that I am as good as I want to be, because I cannot talk to everyone still. This is still a work in progress. But I do realize that I am not an introvert. I am not an extrovert. I do introverted activities at home. Outside, I do extroverted activities. And I am just me. I'm just fucking around. There are no bounds for me or for you. Don't restrict yourself and make sure to hit the like, share, and subscribe. I will see you in the next one.